Sam live. I am live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Backroad Freedom Tuesday Night Live. How's everybody doing? Heather, hello. How you doing, my friend?
Hi, Crutchfield.
I caught it. I caught that in time. What is everybody up to tonight? How's everybody's week been going? And by the way, it is 67 degrees and clear here in northern San Antonio, Texas. Hiking with Jackie Boy. What's going on, my friend? Thanks for being here. I'm doing something real quick. I'm going to get that link up as well. So Jackie Boy, whoever else could come up if they want. And hold on a second. See if what am I doing? Okay, there we go. Paste. Stream. Boom. And then I will pin it. And then boom there. Okay. Awesome. Let's see. All right. Everyone's saying hi. Thank you all for hitting that thumbs up too. I really do appreciate it. Hope everyone is having a great Tuesday night. Hopefully your work week is going well. Or if you're not working, you're retired or whatever, and you're just not working, I hope you're still having a great week. We're almost halfway there. It's almost Wednesday. Hump day is coming up. It's going to be tomorrow. Cheers. You share the link to the video to some friends. They might come. Okay, well, thank you, Heather. I do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. How's your week been so far, Heather? And then I don't know if there's some people in here that I haven't heard yet, but Hiking with Jackie Boy and I did go hiking this past Saturday. And Hiking with Jackie Boy has already got a video out. And hopefully we can get a link to that video in the chat here so y'all can check it out sometime. I think he did a really good job too. And I had a great time. But my video of the hike is coming out tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So we'll see. All right, so there is the link also right there for the video at Los Maples State Natural Area that Hiking with Jackie Boy and I went on Saturday. So there is the link. Heather, you're saying 34, 36 degrees under a winter storm here. Ooh. Well, you be careful and stay warm, my friend. Your week has been going well? Good. That is good to hear, Heather. My week hasn't been too bad. It's kind of actually gone by pretty quickly so far for a Monday, Tuesday. Monday really wasn't too bad. I was very busy. Went by really quick. And then I was still busy today. So it helps to stay busy most of the time. There's some days where I'm busy and then I look at the clock or, I look at my watch and I'm like, really? Hasn't moved. But yes, 67 degrees and clear here in northern San Antonio, Texas. Oh, did not know that. So, Hiking with Jackie Boy, are you at home? Are you working? I don't know if there will be that many people coming in today. I just noticed someone went live. No judgment here with Tish Ross. It says live right now. Yeah, just now I just got a notification. So Today was your first day back to work. Oh, yeah, that's right. You had Monday off. I didn't get that day off. You're at home. Cool. Well, hopefully you enjoyed having your time off. You got to recover and everything. Stay warm, yeah. Your nephews are there too? Cool. JKS, wipe my feet and hit the like button. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Also, what is the weather like in your area? JKS, it is 67 degrees and clear here in northern San Antonio, Texas. How's your night going, or how's your week going? Hello, Scout. Thanks for coming in, my friend. What's the weather like in your area, Scout? Nice Backroad Freedom hat. Yeah, this is one of like my first hats. Besides the that green or that camo, and then another black one that I got before this. I got these like back in like 2019, I think, something like that. 2019, 2020. I just thought I'd wear it. It is a little messed up a little bit, but not too bad, I guess. Thought I'd change it up a little bit. It's 38 and mostly cloudy. All right. I guess it's not too bad right now. It's better to be cloudy at nighttime to help be like a blanket to help keep those temps up a little bit. So that's a good thing. How's your week going, Scout? Almost halfway through. Almost. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, everyone's saying hi. Hey, Kevin, were you thinking about popping up? Oh my, it has been a rough week, but I am doing my best to keep positive. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're having a rough week, Chrissy. Hopefully, it gets better for you. Yes, stay positive for sure. March 3rd and 4th, Joanne and I will be in Redford, Texas, near the Big Bend National Park. That would be cool. I'd like to go there sometime. And also hiking with Jackie Boy. Isn't there also like a Big Bend State Park as well, but it's like northwest of that, a Big Bend National Park? I don't know. My buddy Matt mentioned something about it, and I was going to ask you because I don't know, haven't really looked. Beautiful weather, but been rough since New Year's for you. I'm sorry to hear that too. Pepsi had a very bad reaction to the sedative for his procedure. Dang it. I'm sorry. I was actually going to ask you that. How's the pups doing? Okay, Big Bend Ranch State Park, just to the west of Big Bend National Park. Have you been to the Big Bend Ranch State Park before? Hey, Brutally Lauren, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. What's the weather like in your area? It is 67 degrees and clear here in northern San Antonio, Texas. Scout, you can come up in about 5 minutes. Okay, cool. Love to have you. Anyone got any plans for this weekend? I know it's early in the week, but does anyone have any other plans going on? Like, are y'all going to get out and do something this weekend? I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. I'd like to go hiking, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Rudy Lawrence says it was about 50s today. Awesome. No jacket in Indianapolis. Yeah, 50s. That ain't bad at all. I guess that's pretty good for y'all's time of year, isn't it? It's only part of the Big Bend Ranch State Park. Is it any like? I mean, does it kind of look the same hiking with Jackie Boy, the Big Bend Ranch State Park compared to Big Bend National Park, or does it like look like totally different? Yeah, it should be freezing this month. I think hiking with Jackie Boy, the coldest are usually the coldest around here because hiking with Jackie Boy is like Western San Antonio and I'm Northern San Antonio. And he's been down here longer than I have. Isn't February's usually the coldest around here for us? Oh, okay. So since if you don't have a national park pass, how much would it cost to get in for me? I guess I could wait for you to get up here on panel, Jackie Boy, and we can talk about this. January, February are the coldest months around here. Well, this January actually has not been bad at all. But I know February's coming. So we'll see. Oh, thank you for doing that, Heather. Appreciate it. Heather said, "Hi, Jackie Boy." Kevin, I share your video also of you guys. Here is Kevin. What's going on, man?
Oh no, just chilling out after work. I haven't even got out of my work clothes yet.
Oh man.
I guess one of those kind of afternoons.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
Was it a very busy day getting back?
it was just getting back.
Yeah.
You know, I was busy, but I was steady, and plus I'm with a new manager there, so he had about 100,000 questions. So
Yeah.
doing a lot of that, but they hired from within, and I've known this guy for a good 15, 20 years, so it was all good. You know, at least they got me a good guy to work with. So,
Yeah.
So I'm not going to complain.
All right. Hey, Scout.
Hi.
How
Hi,
you
Kat.
doing?
Hello, Chrissy.
How are ya?
I'm doing good.
I am sorry I haven't had a chance to see you guys' videos yet. So I'm hoping tonight, because I'm taking it easy, that I'll be able to get to watch it. Did you get to put your video up yet, Justin?
No, mine's gonna be up tomorrow.
Okay. Well, that'll be a night. Are you going to do a premiere?
No, it's gonna be in the morning, probably like 11 a.m. Central Standard, my time, Central Time.
Oh, okay. Because that would be pretty cool if you had it as a premiere.
Yeah, because it's a little longer.
Okay. Well, there you go. Did you guys have fun?
Oh, we had a blast.
Did you? Now, let me ask you, did Jackie Boy outdo you both?
Yes, of course he did. He was still tugging on his harness
The whole time. The whole time.
How old is he, by the way, Kev?
About 9 years old.
Bless his little heart. I'm telling you, he you know that he can keep going like that. Now, is it a flat trail or do you have to go up on some hills or?
It's about a 500-foot elevation gain.
Wow. Look at that. How'd you guys feel afterwards?
I felt good.
You feel good?
I felt better than I thought I would.
Really?
I mean, I was a little sore, but I was surprised. I thought I was going to be a lot more sore than I was.
Well, no, now, was it like muscles or, for the back of the legs or?
Yeah, just, muscle.
Yeah.
All over my whole body.
Yeah, things we haven't used in a while. And
aches and pains. Not just bones. Just...
Yeah, I'm usually doing something similar to that. I would say at least about 2 times a month.
Well,
when possible.
Well, you walk Jackie Boy around the property and stuff like that, right? Is he off leash?
No, he can't go off leash. He's a runner.
So you're with him all the time. So you're always walking. Justin,
I walk a lot at work.
Well, and that too. Well, once you retire, I'll tell you, if people think once you retire, you get to relax and take it easy. I actually find that you're doing more when you're retired than when you were working.
I'm thinking December 31st of 2024 now. My retirement day.
Honey, I am wishing you good happiness. You know what? If that's what your gut is telling you and that's what your new journey is, I'm in favor for it. I think it would be fantastic.
And the other thing is, retirement-wise, with my retirement plan, I'll be making almost as much retired as I would be working.
Well, there you go.
Well, that ain't bad then.
Just the only thing is, Joanne's going to be having that honey to-do list waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I need to do this. I need to do that.
Speaking of Joanne, we have I put it in the chats earlier, but it's called the Redford, Texas Field Trip. And Redford's pretty much in the Big Bend Ranch area, not that far from Big Bend National Park. So we'll be out in that area March 3rd and 4th.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, she'll be there representing the Humano Indian Nation of Texas. It's going to be both the Humanos and Lipan Apache.
Oh, how beautiful. Will you be able to live stream it or take some video for us?
I probably won't be able to live stream because any reception is really very spotty to non-existent out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know the elevation of Redford, but I know some of the ranges around there are 6,000 to 7,000 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, I can say I won't be doing much walking for the next couple of days. I was telling Justin in the chat, Pepsi went in for a procedure today. And for whatever reason, when they gave him they have 2 types of sedatives. One, they call it, they give you the shot, but you're kind of still awake. It's not like you're completely out, where they got to intubate you and everything else. So they give him this little sedative. They put it in his hip area. Hi, Jackie boy. How are you, sweetheart? You
He's
happy? Look at you.
Hey,
Well,
Peaceful does.
I have two pups right now that have been literally next to each other all day since 11:30 when I got into the house. Mila has not left Pepsi's side. We've only gone out once to go potty at 4 o'clock because he woke me up. And but whatever happened when he had the sedative, he went in for the procedure. He came out. They gave him the reverse. And normally it takes him less than 30 minutes to come out of it. And it took over an hour, hour and a half. So naturally, me being a fur baby mom, the red flags started going up. And I'm like, what the devil is going on? And, they said, well, maybe because he didn't eat and this and that. I was like, okay. And each doctor uses a different medicine. So maybe I thought it was a different medicine because it's a different doctor. We got home at 11:30. He had a little bit to eat of wet food, but you could tell he was groggy as ever. He was a happy little soul, and he didn't look right. He just slept most of the day. So finally, at 4:15, I'm on the phone with all the vets and my honorary daughter, and I'm like, I got to bring this dog in. Something's not right. She actually left work and came up to the house to check. And what they think is the different medicine that they gave him as the sedative, he had a reaction to it. So now I have to be with him. He can't go on any stairs or go outside by himself, just to make sure that he's okay. He did eat a little bit. He hasn't drank, and he hasn't had any water at all, which is very unusual. So, but right now he's laying right next to me. And I could tell you I'm wiped because I didn't sleep much last night, and I'm not going to sleep much tonight worrying about him. So,
Right.
Miss Mila, I was surprised. She has not left his. Hello, Jackie boy. Who's dear? Pepsi just heard that. His ears just went up here in Jackie boy. Yeah, you heard the pop, huh? You heard the pop. So how's everybody's doing? How's everybody's day going?
I did my usual. I worked today.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
I was off Monday.
Okay. What'd you guys do yesterday?
I worked.
Okay. Pete worked also. Time and a half for him, so he was happy. I told him that was just to pay the vet bills. That's why we go to work, pay vet bills and dog food. And what'd you do on your day off, Kev?
Yesterday, I really didn't do a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. Did you get to relax at least?
Yeah, I pretty much relaxed Saturday and
There you go. I see
Sunday.
Pete.
I mean, Sunday and Monday. Saturday, we were on trail.
Mm-hmm.
We're on it. We started about 12:30, and we finally got back to our trucks about 6 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah. And I was
Yeah,
down
but-
to like 6% battery left on my phone.
Now, is it still daylight out at that time for you guys?
It was start a little bit. It was yeah.
Okay. And how long did it? What time did you get there? And like 4 hours, 5 hours hike?
Well, most of it is from about 12:30 on was the hike, but we weren't going straight through. We were stopping, taking pictures,
Mm-hmm.
doing videos, going back for our devices, recording.
Yeah.
We're setting up a typical hiking video.
Oh, see, that's sweet. And did you see anybody with horses?
Out at this park, no, they don't allow it.
You guys mentioned something the other day that I thought was interesting. If I'm correct, you said your national parks you have to have you have to pay for that, right? Your national parks. Do you have to pay when you to go hiking at your state parks or your town parks?
We have to pay for them too.
Oh my! See,
both of us got the state park pass. And you
Right.
make enough visits, it pretty much pays for itself. Then
Okay.
it also makes reserving your place really easy. You just go on to their website and
Mm-hmm.
just reserve your day.
Right. Now, do
The
they
ma-
have like a certain number of people that can go, like 100 people, 200 people, and that's it? Or, they
it's
don't have a quota?
it's all depending on the park.
Hmm.
Yeah, because what one of the parks near here is named Garner State Park, and I know that park probably has about 1,000 visitors in a day during the summer.
Right. See, we're lucky. The park or the place, it's called Anthony Wayne. It's a state park that I take the pups, and they do functions up there. We actually have, they do the Indian powwow, which I still to this day have not been to, but I heard it's gorgeous. And they have, the beautiful headdresses, and they do dances, and they sell merchandise and stuff. I'm hoping to go next year. They usually do it in August. Um,
I'll probably be doing. I need to check back. I think it's in September. It's in San Marcos, Texas. It's called the Sacred Springs Powwow.
oh, that
We
must
were we were at that one.
And that one's not too far from me. Well, San
No,
Marcos.
no, it's not. We had a pretty good time at it.
Mm. See, but we don't have to pay for like our state parks like that. I mean, like for parking, they'll ask you to pay the $3, right? Um, but if you're going on the hiking part, we don't have to pay anything. But if we want to go to the functions or whatever, then naturally you have to pay for that. And I mean, my area, we have a lot of mountains up here, so we can, we've been finding different places to take the pups, because when you keep taking to the same place over and over again, they get bored. So the only thing for me is I try to find flat land, which is easier for me and my back, and having the two pups. But when I'm with Pete, we can take a little bit of an incline, or he takes them, and then I just sit and I relax for a little bit, and then they come back down. But now, do you have like water, like brooks and streams and stuff like that when you guys are on the hikes and lakes?
This park that we're at, we went across what's called Can Creek, and
Right.
then we actually on the video there's some active springs flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
But a section of the park that we didn't go to has the Sabinal River,
Now, can
and
you?
that park is named after the Uvalde big-tooth maple, and there are maple trees there.
Huh.
Yeah, I
Well,
had that video of the fall foliage out there that I had put out in November. It
Right.
actually did a pretty good turning. You wouldn't even think you were in Texas looking at that video.
So, what'd you think of it, Justin, being your first time out there?
oh, I loved it. It was
Did
awesome.
you?
Oh yeah, it was
What
amazing.
did we say? Lost Maples doesn't disappoint.
Yep.
Mm.
And it would look good in the fall. Definitely.
Oh, I can imagine with the leaves change.
Yeah, it varies year to year because this year was a good turning, but the last several years it wasn't so good.
Oh, so I missed that.
2019 was a good turning, but the best I've ever seen was about 8 years ago.
Huh.
But I wasn't doing videos or any photography back then.
No, we have our memories for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you usually go with Jackie Boy, or do you go by yourself, Kev, or you and Joanne, or?
Most of the time, I go with Jackie Boy.
Mm-hmm.
but it's also dependent on the park and the trails I want to take, because some of them won't allow dogs on it.
Yeah, we have that here.
Yeah, like this one park that's real close to me. It's called Government Canyon. It has two sections of trail. It has the front country and the back country. The
Mhm.
front country, he's allowed to be on it, but the back country, he's not allowed because it's an aquifer recharge zone, and
Mm.
they're protecting it.
Mm.
And then, there are pet owners that will not pick up after their pet.
Oh, don't I know it?
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, that is one of my pet peeves.
I got
And
issues like that here at the apartment complex here. And they put out notices all the time, emails, and it's like, but then they just leave it there. They have maintenance people, or they have people that can come around and pick it up too now, but they see it, and then you let someone know if you catch them, like take a video or a picture of someone, a resident just, letting their dog poop and everything all over the place.
see, I don't understand that. Like, I mean, if somebody has if you blew your back out or a bad knee that particular day, right? And it's done by accident, that could be forgiven.
Oh,
You
it's
know,
the same people too.
that's the only thing. When it's
And they
constant,
come to my area.
I
They're
was now. Are you allowed to have like large dogs or medium-sized dogs in your complex?
yeah.
Okay. See, I know here they're stopping that. They're actually having it. You can have a small to a medium-sized dogs. They don't want large-sized dogs anymore.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
like they don't want Rottweilers, pit bulls, German shepherds, or anything like that, because one, they
I
are.
may have just sold Justin on a miniature pinscher.
Ooh. I have to say, in my house, Jackie Boy is. I'll tell you honest. I wear a size 10 in girls' shoes, and when looking at him on the screen, sometimes I think my foot is bigger than Jackie Boy. Okay, because he's little, but I'll tell you, I bet you he can run like the wind, though, can he?
Oh, God, he's a lightning bolt when he runs.
Oh, I
He's on. There's on part of the videos you'll see. Well, I went across the creek. Justin held him. I set up the camera, and he runs right across that rock. He goes across them like it's nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I believe it. But isn't it amazing how they have so much stamina? It's like once they get out there, it's like they just want to go. It's like their instincts.
Oh, like
over
when Jackie or when Kevin and I met, and in the parking lot, and we were talking, getting our stuff ready to rock and roll, and Jackie Boy's like, all happy, like barking, like, let's go, come on. What are
Mhm.
you doing?
It's like there was too
We're
much
going
chit
night
chat. He just wanted to go play.
yeah.
I completely understand that. He wanted to get on those trails. See, Pepsi and Meal.
And like Justin said, he goes, "Your dog's gonna like me."
Now, is that really when you first met Jackie Boy? It was like instant friendship right then and there.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, because he did. He came to me and up and everything, and
Mhm.
he pet me, and everything too. But then Kevin says though, like, well, while we're on trail, there's other people every now and then going by, and normally Jackie Boy would try to snap at people or something, or not snap, but like
I know
doesn't
what.
like to have people.
Yeah.
And then he actually let a couple people pet him and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Jackie Boy's a good dog.
See, he's being socialized, so he's getting to see people. How is he around other animals, other
Oh,
dogs?
go ahead, Kevin. Talk to him about the dogs.
Oh, when we pass by and there's other dogs, we got to pull them off to the side because he will challenge other dogs.
I can try. I go through the same thing, Kev. I hear you. Now we've been trying to do the sit and the down, and let the other dogs go past. And naturally they'll bark, but he's not carried because I have a brand new leash. It's the double handle, 6 foot and 2 foot. And I find when I hold the 2 foot part of the leash and I have the prong on him, he does beautifully. And I've been really working very hard so he's not reactive to other dogs and to other people. So, but Mila has been
what's up, Jackie boy?
Like with small children, she's not having it with small children now. So they can say hi, but they can't pet her right now. I don't know if she has an off day or whatever. So, but I know when the two of them go, the minimal has to be at least 2.5 hours that I have them out walking. So did he sleep in the car on the way coming home, Kev?
I had a blanket on the seat and he kind of curled up and sat there. But he did like it when I stopped to get a hamburger.
Oh, of course.
I got the double meat and just took the other extra patty off, and that's what he had.
How'd you guys sleep that night, having all that fresh air?
I think I slept pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I slept until 7, I think.
Well, that's a good thing. You got all that fresh air and you got some exercise.
Yeah, because even that day, on Saturday morning, I woke up first at 4:44 a.m. Then I went back to sleep, woke up at 5:55 a.m. And then I just went ahead and stayed up.
See, that's me. Once I'm up, I'm up. I mean, if I'm up at 3:30 in the morning, I don't go back to sleep. It's very rare. And I take them out anywhere between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning to not only go to the bathroom, but I also take them out for a walk. Because this way the public is really not up yet. So I can have a quiet walk with them around my neighborhood and they can get their morning exercise before we eat. And then, we come home, everybody relaxes, and then naturally we'll play in the yard. But since we had a lot of rain here, my backyard is very muddy.
Yeah.
And imagine the nightmare I have when I got 2 pups running in the backyard. They are covered from head to toe.
Oh, that's gotta suck.
You got to do three
hey,
loads.
No judgment here. Tish Ross is here. Hello, how's it going? Thank you for coming in, my friend. What is the weather like in your area? It is 67 degrees clear here in Texas. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I was in Tish's chat, I think yesterday. I was in there last night to say hi to everybody. I'll tell you, I've been popping in a whole brand new different different channels now since because of you. Justin, oh my goodness, I'm finding the nicest people.
Yeah.
I've been in Cottonwoods. I've been in Radio Jonesy. I've been in who else? Tish's. And I know there's a couple of other ones I pop in to say hey. Just to show support and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button.
Hey, yeah, speaking of that, has everyone hit that thumbs up for me, that like button that came in?
See, you make a very good moderator.
When we got to the hilltop at Los Maples, I went ahead, got on my phone, and through Facebook Messenger, I did a video call with Joanne. Justin got to talk to her a little bit.
Oh, how sweet.
And he found out that me and her had the same crazy sense of humor.
Well, that's why you two make a dynamic team. How long have you been married to her now?
We're not married, but we've been dating for over 7 years.
Well, bless your heart.
That's good.
See, not everybody has to get married. I mean, I've been married to Pete 28 years and 32 years together. And I say to people, if you don't always need that piece of paper, the companionship is nice. And, and you and Joanne, you have a lot in common. How did you two meet?
Actually, on a common page through Facebook.
Oh, that's sweet. See, Justin, there is hope. There is hope for everybody out there.
Well, I hope
Yeah,
to
but
find
but
someday.
we had known each other several years before we even started dating.
Oh, see, it was kismet. It was meant to be.
I
But
was chatting with this one woman first for just a minute, not very long, but she didn't like that I drink and dip, even though I dipped the non-tobacco, non-nicotine because I quit all that, but I
Right.
do now the flavor, the Outlaws dip. She didn't like that idea, but also I think it's because I gained weight, and she's a very fit person and exercises and works out all the time, and I have not. I haven't worked out in 2004 since 2004.
I don't know,
So that
Justin.
girl
Those
is
two
not for me.
ladies on trail. Those two ladies on trail liked you.
Oh,
Yeah.
they were checking Justin
Oh,
out.
there's actually a few.
Oh, look at him
Yeah.
blushing right now. See, I feel you're blushing a little bit. Look at that.
Oh shoot, it's hot in here now.
Well,
Yeah, but
Um,
it
no,
was
but-
between Justin and Jackie Boy, but I think Jackie Boy had the edge.
I have to say honestly, there's something about pup dogs. Well, even kitty cats too. But when you have a pup dog, all the attention goes to them, which I'll tell you, I don't mind. I mean, I went on social media, you get a couple of likes here and there, and people. Once I put Pepsi and Mila on, especially TikTok, forget about it. They were like celebrities.
Mhm.
I'm like, where's my like? Where's my hellos? Because naturally,
Yeah.
I'm not even Chrissy or Scout anymore. I'm Pepsi and Mila's mom. It's like I don't even have an identity anymore. But I love being their mom. And I felt bad I couldn't get back in touch with you right away because I was actually on the phone with Kitty Cat. She was helping me with Pepsi because she was letting me know that she was leaving work early to come up and check on them. And she's like, I'm surprised you're not on, live stream. I said, no, that'll be later tonight. So, because she knows I'm always on YouTube. And I've been trying to get her on, and she's like, nope. I like watching it. I don't want to go on panel. I don't want to do any of that. I'm like, okay. Well, I'm enjoying it. I'm having. And the big thing people are asking me now is when they go to my page, right? They see that I don't have any videos up or anything like that. And they're like, why don't you become a creator?
Yeah.
After watching what you guys go through and the rules and the regulation for the creators, I will tell you, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm seeing it from a moderator's point and also as a viewer and a subscriber. It's a lot of work for the creators. And there's a lot of guidelines you guys have to, pay attention to. And I'm having so much fun being a moderator and a subscriber that I'm not ready for that yet. Maybe in a few years I might think about it. I mean,
just make your dog channel. Make it your dogs and stuff.
Will from
If you make the dog channel, I'll definitely subscribe.
Can I tell you, I've had a couple of people, and actually 2 people who have helped me train Pepsi and Mila have mentioned, like to a day in a life of what I do with them, because I'm just the average person with a dog. But the one thing I have learned, anything about being a dog owner, one, when I had Mila, the bond between her and I, as you know, Kev, it's very special. But they're lonely. They need to have a pack. And when we brought Pepsi into the picture, you could see she was a lot more upbeat. He wants to play all the time, and she's like, "No, I'm not having it." He just likes walking around, smelling. She just dilly dallies. With him, he wants to run and play and jump and everything else. The only time she'll play is when we play Chuck It. That's it.
Hey, Kevin. Tish, no judgment here with Tish Ross says, hello there, hiking with Jackie Boy.
Hello, Tish.
I'd seen that Des was in here before, and then Heather wrote earlier that she was a little under the weather. She wasn't feeling good. Her tummy was acting up.
I thought, was that Heather saying that her
Yes,
time is up?
saying that. And JKS is right. Dogs always get the ladies.
Well, these two ladies, though, these women that first noticed me, okay, they actually stopped, turned around, and we stopped, and they're like, "You look like Prince Harry," and then I'm like, "I don't even like Prince Harry. What the hell?" I was like, "What?" Type deal, and then the lady's like, "Yes, you look like Prince Harry. You're handsome or whatever, and all this," and um she's like, doesn't, and then she asked her friend that was with her, she's like, doesn't he look like Prince Harry? Or he looks like Prince Harry. And I was like, whatever, I don't know what the hell
So are you saying when we come up on panel now, and when I do come up, do I have to do the, the royal wave when I see you now?
No.
And
But
kiss the ring?
but after he's like,
I'll give Des the memo that
the
when
other
we go up on panel, we're gonna have to
listen,
do the
Yeah,
royal wave, and we're
the-
gonna have, when we see you in person, we're gonna have to kiss the ring.
the other woman,
no, when you
okay,
come on video, you got to do that little bow they call the curtsy.
oh my gosh, guys.
Have-
All right. So the woman did say, the other woman said, she goes, you look more, you look more handsome. What'd she say? Kev, do you remember?
Yeah, it's something like that. Wow, you're more handsome than Prince
Then he is
Harry.
Prince Harry. Yeah. I was
Oh,
like,
now that was a very nice
yeah, well, thank you. Y'all ladies have a great day or wonderful day. And then I
Oh,
was like, as I could still hear them, they went around the bend and I'm walking and I know they could still hear me. I was like, man, they're cute. I was like, yeah, those women are cute.
I don't think there's anything wrong giving a woman compliments, saying that they were cute or adorable. That would must have made their day.
Yep.
I think that was very sweet.
Then
It's sweet to give you that nice compliment.
and then later down the hike, down the road there, the trail, then there was this brunette woman, and she was decent looking too. She looked good. And she just gave me we made eye contact as we're walking by, said hello, blah, blah, blah. And just that smile she gave me. It's like, oh my gosh, what is going on? This trail's amazing.
Well, I'm going to put my 2 cents in. You better not be using my furry boyfriend, Jackie Boy, to go and get chicks.
Hey,
Okay.
Jackie Boy. I mean, Kevin, when we need to meet up. We need Jackie Boy, we need to start going on trails like at least 3 times a month now, or twice a month.
Twice a month. Now, is that for health reasons, or is that going to be for meeting people?
A lot of it is on call every other week.
And I know sometimes he's gonna be like, I am not hanging out with Justin this weekend. I know I'm off, but dang it, I ain't hanging out with him. He always wants to hang out and go on trail and meets all these ladies.
Now, are you going to start hiking by yourself?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'll still hike by myself.
Well, there you go. So when you're bored on a weekend and there's no football or anything like that,
Right. And I can
truck
get
and
out.
go. Because if I wait,
I'll still hike because that's what I used to do all the time. I used to hike and do everything by myself.
Right. I'll take
So
her
I need to start doing that again. But then also I like to have friends, females, guys, whatever, just have somebody to go with as well. Just have interaction,
Okay. Can I ask a personal question?
Sure.
When you go hiking by yourself compared to when you have people, you go at your pace, right? When you're by yourself and you have the quiet and everything else. Did you notice sometimes when you go with other people, either they walk too fast or you're too fast and they got to catch up to you? Do you ever notice that? Or is it where you both are walking at the same pace, chit-chatting? And
Yeah, I think same pace. We were just chit-chatting.
Okay.
It didn't matter how fast or slow we were going. I didn't really care, really.
Well, see, for me, I notice as the older I get, I notice I'm getting a little slower. And that's, with back injuries and neck injuries and knee injuries. If anybody has them, they understand what I'm talking about. You get a little slower. I cannot keep up with Pete. The man walks like he has roller skates on. And when I'm taking videos of the pups or him, I mean, there's a nice distance between the two of us. I mean, God forbid if a bear comes. I mean, he won't have time to come and get me. Pepsi will, but he won't. And when I do go like with Doc or I go with Kitty Cat, it's a girl thing. We take our time. We take the pups and they bring their dogs. And then we just stroll, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But when I actually go hiking or I call it rock climbing also, because we got the big boulders, my two dogs love it. Anything that has to do with rocks and near water, they will go. The only thing is here where I live in New York, we cannot take our dogs to any parts of the ocean. I think I found one place. It's about 3.5 hours from me.
Yeah.
You have to get permission and everything else because it's private property, for the people that own the beach houses. They do have a place in Jersey. I want to say it's like Belmar, which is a big college party town with the kids. And I want to go on the off days, not in the off seasons, because I don't need to be hanging out there with college kids. But last year, there were a lot of tiger sharks down there. And you're even in Long Island, we had a lot of sharks.
One of my favorites, tiger sharks.
Yeah, well, no, you can keep them. Okay, no. If God meant me to be with the sharks, I would have had fins. Okay, I like land, but I would love to take them out. If I take them on,
I like the sharks cut into steaks and then put them on the grill.
Don't
eat too much of it. All that mercury now.
Oh yeah,
mercury, and they do have a lot of uric acid. If someone has gout, they couldn't eat them.
People say that they eat like the sharks and the frogs and the, listen, I'm not one to judge. I'm like Tish. There's no judgment here. Okay. I don't know if I could eat that kind of, I mean, if I had to do it for survival, that's one thing, but I don't know if I could eat shark. I don't think so. It's like the thought of it. I think of Jaws.
What about alligator?
No. See how fast I answered that? No.
Huh.
Okay.
Dang.
Okay. My best friend in the world has a place.
My description of alligators like a fishy chicken.
People have said it, and they tell frogs taste like chicken.
Even though they taste like frogs. Frog legs taste like frog legs. I know that people always say they taste like chicken. I'm like, no, they don't. They taste like frog legs.
Well, people fib. Well, I know when they were down in New Orleans.
I eat them all. I used to eat them all the time. I used to go frogging all the time when I lived in Kansas. Between July July 1st and October 31st.
And how did you cook them?
Fry them or grill them.
Oh, I can tell you, I'm so glad you can't see me right now because I just had the chills. Listen, I'm not a prima donna princess. I'm good old country gal. Don't get me wrong. But Justin, I don't know if I could go camping like that. Seriously.
You can go camping with me. I'll take you.
I understand. Listen, I I do the Girl Scout camp. I go camping. Right. I do. I go fishing. I get my own fish. I scale it. I do all of the above.
Yep, and then sell the Girl Scout cookies outside of Walmart. Yep.
Oh yeah, at $6 a box, people.
Screw that.
Okay, and you get 12 cookies. Listen, and I feel bad saying that, but that's a God honest truth. Okay. It was like, oh my goodness, and I'm like, I go to Walmart. I get me 2 boxes of the double stuffed family sized Oreos.
Oh wow.
I get double, and then I put them on top of my ice cream, and I'm happy as ever. Oh no, but I do understand about survival, and that is one of the things I have been talking to Pete about with everything that's going on in our world, right? And we have come accustomed to instant gratification and everything being at our fingertips. Like if we need milk, boom, we go to the supermarket. If we need, dog food, we can have it delivered to our house. It's like
Yeah.
everything is at convenience now. And the younger generation really don't know how to fend for themselves, which is kind of scary, And I live where my home is. We used to have a nuclear plant here, Indian Point, and it's across the river from me, and we're about 10, 12 miles from it, and they just closed it, actually. I mean, it's still maintained with people in it, working it, but it's shut down, so we don't have to worry about it, if there's a leak or something happens or whatever. And I used to say to Pete, what the devil would we do? You have to go up north 50 miles just to be out of it. But the only thing is that nobody would know when we had Hurricane Sandy here and we had 5 days of no electricity, no nothing. And I had parents calling me up crying like they didn't know what to do with their kids. Naturally, food goes bad. One of my kids actually got in trouble by the law. They called me. She built a fire pit in her backyard. We had done one class, and she got a shovel. She got a rake. She got a pail. She filled it with water. She took rocks and she did a circle, right? And then she dug the hole. Now, we're not allowed to do that here because it takes 10 years for the ground to grow back when you do a fire on the ground itself in the dirt, because it ruins the grass and everything. But she did it. She didn't know any better. And they gave her a $250 ticket. So when they called me up and they're like, one of your Girl Scouts, which she was in my Girl Scouts, what she did is she felt bad for her mom with all the food going bad. She's like, I'm going to do something productive. And she was going to feed her neighborhood because there was a few older people that couldn't cook. They couldn't do anything. So she went out, she made this pit, and she fed her neighborhood, which I couldn't be more than proud. So I said to them, go ahead, give her the ticket. So when her dad called me up and said, why are they at my house? And why are they giving my daughter a ticket? I'm like, and he took a picture and he showed me everything that she did. And she did it beautifully for being in class. And I said, you know what? She gets an A+ with me. She passed with flying colors. And now, she goes camping all the time. She loves going up to Massachusetts a lot. She goes whale watching up there. So they go camping and then they go whale watching. And so now, did you guys have any critters that you ran into on your hikes?
No, there was a lot more people on the trail, so we didn't see any. We saw the evidence of some wild hogs.
Right.
We did see a really cool looking bluebird right at the start of the hike near the bird blind.
Now, do you guys got eagles out there? Do you have the ravens and the crows and
we had some ravens.
Saw some Chihuahuan ravens.
How about some red hawks and stuff?
They're out there, but we didn't see any.
Now, if and when you guys come to visit me, I am probably 3 miles away from the Hudson River. Okay. Down by the Hudson River, they have all the bald eagles down there. They have the moms and the nests and the babies, and they all hang out in their own little community. Okay. And they do fly inland. I would say maybe a mile and a half in, and then that's it. I have never.
Well, that area is not near any really big bodies of water.
Okay.
But I do know there's one lake north of here. It's closer to the city of Austin, Lake Buchanan, and it's known for its bald eagles being there. And then there's a lake south of here called Choke Canyon, and it's known for bald eagles.
I used to see bald eagles all the time when I lived in Kansas.
Did you?
But also where we were at, that's an area of peregrine falcons.
Now, your red-tailed hawks or your hawks out there, are they aggressive? Like towards small animals? Because we're not allowed to have like cats, small dogs, or anything like that if they're in our area. And I can tell you, they love. Like, I'm in the suburban area. I'm in a development, even though we all have houses. And there is one that wants to be the big boss of this area. And one day he flew into on my property, even though I'm all fenced in, and I didn't know it. So Mila was out and she's doing her business and smelling around. And she does not allow birds on our property at all. Nobody, no deers, no rabbits, no nothing. Everything has to be off her property. So she's hearing this fluttering we have like an evergreen on the side of my house. And she's hearing this fluttering. So she's thinking it's a little bird, right? So she's going over and see bark, bark, and bark, bark. Now you can remember, she's a 35-pound Border Collie Beagle. Okay. But she thinks she's a 100-pound German Shepherd. And all of a sudden, as my hand to God, this creature flew backwards, flapping its wings. And I'm telling you, the wingspan is huge. You know how you say the word and then you do it? I almost wet myself, okay? Because it scared the bejesus out of me. But the claws, I don't know if you ever seen one really up close. The claws, they're fun. So now she's trying to catch this thing. She's jumping up and trying to grab it. And I'm like, no, you don't need to catch that and bring that home to mommy. That's okay. I spoke to Kitty Cat yesterday and today, and she sent me a picture this morning before I took Pepsi to the doctor's. Because she's a vet tech, naturally she has the love for animals. She has the most beautiful picture of her with an owl. What happened is that I guess the owl must have been flying. It must have hit a vehicle. And it was in the middle of the road, like where our major highway is. You have the on-ramp and then when you come off the ramp. The bird was right in the middle of the road. So now she sees it and she thinks, oh my gosh, this animal is going to be, squished. So she pulls over, she goes and she gets the bird, or she's trying, and she's thinking, how am I going to catch this bird? Right? She takes, the covering you put in your car to protect from like dogs scratching the interior, or, when you're a mechanic, you don't get grease on your seats. It's some kind of like a blanket, I guess you would say, that covers the seats. She actually took that off. She put it over the owl. She put the owl into her car. She kept it in her house overnight. She brought it in the next morning to her job. He has a broken wing. And they actually had to call the wildlife to come and get them. They were an hour and a half away. She sent me the most beautiful picture. The bird actually, you know how you have the leather gloves?
Hold on 1 second. Peaceful Des, have a wonderful night.
Have a wonderful
Get some
night.
rest, because she said headed out. Y'all have a great evening. So sorry, I have tons of things going on besides I fell asleep at the computer.
Night, Des.
And then also, good evening, Justin, the Vineyard
Hello,
Farmhouse, Brian. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for me. Appreciate it. Everyone hit that like button if you haven't already. Sorry, Scout, go ahead.
No. And it was funny. Remember the story you told us about with the bird? When
The falcon?
Yes. Well, I was telling Kitty Cat about that, and she kind of remembered, me telling her this story about you. And she said it's the most beautiful feeling, just the way that bird looks at you.
Yeah, and I was rubbing my hand down its head and back. And it just spread its wings, but it was just looking at me with those eyes.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like, this thing could tear me up.
Now
she said
the same thing with those claws on that owl. And she had the leather glove on, that goes from the hand all the way up to the elbow.
Mm-hmm.
and they're waiting for, the wildlife people to come. But she got the most gorgeous pictures. And I
And
said,
I
when
just
in,
remember I had just a flip phone at the time, like an old school, like a little flip phone, not the Razor, but
Mhm.
I just remember having like a little video of it. First, it was flying back until I got it in the corner, and I was right next to it and trying to hold it, and then pictures is long gone.
See, I'm sorry to hear. Wait.
But
Do
I
you
remember it in my head, my
do,
mind, my memory.
do you have a memory chip? Or one of the
Oh no, not from that.
see now, because I had the flip phones and mine always had the memory chip that you could
Uh,
take in and out.
yeah, that thing is long gone.
Oh, I'm
This
sorry.
this was back in like 2005, 2006. I don't know. It could be 2007. We'll just say 2006. I like 6, but
Well,
it's in that time frame.
I would like to ask somebody, and I'm probably going to have to ask some of my girlfriends who are into like the psychic stuff or the tarot. I have had, I would say, in the last couple of weeks, the crows in my backyard, and I'm talking, there are quite a few of them. There's got to be at least 10 or more. And this morning, Mila was barking out the window, and I'm like, "What are you barking at?" I'm thinking it's maybe the neighbor's dogs that are out. No, it's the crows that are in my yard. One of them brought a piece of bread that was, must have been having breakfast, but they've been hanging out in my yard and my neighbor's yard.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you, now we do have the blackbirds. We have those, but I don't know the difference between a raven and a crow. That I have to.
Ravens are larger.
Are they? I'll tell you,
Yeah.
these are huge. I mean, they're
The
bigger than a
uh,
sheep.
the Chihuahuan ravens, they're comparable to size to many hawks.
Well, if you could ask Joanne if there's a symbolism of why they would be on my property and on my house, because I was always told that with crows, it's lost souls and they're protecting you. If you could ask Joanne if there's a symbolism of that, I would appreciate it
What about
because
like with ravens?
Yeah, probably similar with ravens because they're really still in the same family of birds.
Do you remember
Ravens
the two of them
crows.
flew over us and they were talking?
Yep.
you know what? If they're here tomorrow, I'll take a couple pictures of them and I'll send them to you, Justin. And then you can send them to Kev, and then this way you guys can tell me what kind of birds they are.
I remember crows. I don't remember where I was at though, but there was like 6, 7 of them, and I got pretty close to them. I was doing something. I don't know if it was. Don't remember, but it's like they weren't even afraid. They didn't fly away.
Have you noticed?
They're some of the smartest animals on the planet, the crows and ravens.
Yeah.
They're exceptionally intelligent animals.
But have you noticed a lot of our animals are desensitized now to humans? The bears, they come up, the deers come on up,
Oh,
little raccoons and little skunks and stuff like that. They are desensitized now to humans. What I've seen, because I know when I take the pups out around the neighborhood or even in my yard or when we're out hiking, they just look at you like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then they go on their merry little way.
we have deer like no other all around here, in the yards, even in my apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're everywhere, and they just like look at you, and they're just laying there, and because they're safe, no one's gonna hunt them, not in town or anything like that, or in neighborhoods.
Right.
So they're everywhere.
Now, are they mostly the does or are they bucks?
Oh, all of them,
Mm-hmm.
all of them, even the axis deer and everything.
All right. We did have a coyote or coyote, depending on where you live. We call them coyotes here.
Mm-hmm.
2 houses up from me, like I'm in a cul-de-sac, and I'm the third house in, so I would be like the middle. from where the circle is. And it was about 4:30 in the morning, and Mila's out doing her business, and all of a sudden she just went batty. And I'm like, well, what are you barking at? And then all of a sudden we see what we thought was a dog, right? So my neighbor's motion sensor lights went on.
You're like, nope.
Yeah. First of all, they're very skinny, right? And scroungy looking. Not to say that to be mean, but it is. And they were like a camel color, but very dingy looking. And then it came towards us. And then naturally everybody else's lights on. And I said to Mila, I literally picked her up and brought her inside the house. Now I'm blessed because I do have a fence, because we have the built-in or the in-ground pool. So I have to have a fence around my house. But I didn't know when you get a German Shepherd that a 4-foot fence is not high enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I missed that memo. And I was just watching a video this morning. There was a dad who was taking pictures and video of his puppy dog, of just the crazy things that your animals do. And the neighbors let their puppy dogs out, and he wanted to go and say hi. And he had a 6-foot plus wooden fence. This dog was a medium-sized dog, like a little, I put it in mind like a Jack Russell, but a medium size. And that dog jumped all the way up on the top of the fence so he could go and say hi to his friends. So I said to Pete, we need a bigger fence, because I know Pepsi.
You need a 6-foot fence.
Yeah. And, well, I mean, I know he can jump that just when we're playing.
Yeah.
And we're doing and I have, in my backyard, we did, what do they call them? Obstacle courses.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went out and purchased stuff so I could exercise with them.
Nice.
So,
keep talking. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Jackie boy, I see you, precious. Hi there, handsome. You are definitely a celebrity. So let's see who's in chat. I haven't really said hi to everybody. Hi, Brian. And I know Des left. And I know Heather's here. Heather, it's always good to see Brian. I'll tell you, I love coming here and seeing everybody. But I know I'm not going to be able to stay long because I'm going to have to take Pepsi outside in a little bit. He's still sleeping, but I know he's going to be waking up in a few minutes, and I'm going to have to take him out on his leash and stuff like that. Now, what do you have planned for the weekend, Kev?
Probably just stuff around here. It's my on-call weekend.
Oh, can I tell you, my sink went again. And get this, Pete took the trap off like you guys told us, right?
Yeah.
He had to actually dig or take out all the cabinet, the flooring, the cabinets he had to take out. He had to take out the flooring. There was a leak in between the walls. That was the first thing he had to do. Oh. And we have to snake. He's getting one of those professional snakes. Because whoever did the original plumbing, something they put the wrong elbow in or whatever it was. It's on an angle, and this is why we're having the problem. So I know in the next couple of weeks, my kitchen is going to. You should see my whole counter has got all my pots, pans, bakeware. And I said to him, what happened? I said, I thought we fixed it because you guys know I told them what you guys told me to do, and it was working fine. But for whatever reason, it started acting up again. And I said, 2023 is not being my friend this year so far. We're only, 17 days in? I said, it's got to get better. I
hope it does for you.
It would, as I said in the chat, You always have to keep positive. There are people who are worse off than we are.
Yes.
You know, we
That's
all
true.
have a roof over our head. We have food in our bellies. We have medicines. We have our fur babies. We have family and good friends.
I don't have fur babies, dang it.
Well, you will. I will say it will not. I give it 5 years. I guarantee you're going to have yourself a pup dog.
I'm hoping to have my own property within another year to 2 years max, and then have a dog
You
at
know,
least, year
do,
in.
do you want your property in Texas or do you want it in Kansas?
Texas.
You do in Texas. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to go more towards the country, but not where you are now?
Oh yeah, I'd love to.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can't, I mean, no, I'm gonna be north of where I am now. I'm not gonna be in the San Antonio, but like I'm a northern edge of San Antonio. I want to go further up, like Spring Branch, Blanco,
Ooh, okay.
maybe even Comfort.
If you dream it, it will come.
Yeah,
If you say it, it will come. And you have to choose the positive words.
pray for it, right? That's the thing. Pray for it.
Amen.
There you go.
And it's not like we're asking our higher power. That's the only thing. I mean, we're grateful for everything we have. But if you can sit there, if you put positive words in and you do pray for it, it will come. I am a firm believer of that. And I could tell you, I could see you with, a nice piece of property. I don't know if I could see you with llamas and goats and.
I thought maybe goats if I had to, but definitely chickens.
Can I tell? Oh, let's talk about chickens for a second, okay? No, seriously, I almost pissed my pants the other day. He went and bought eggs, right? Now a lot of people buy eggs, right? Some people buy a dozen. In my home, we buy it used to be 18 count, and that's not even enough in my house. We get the 2.5 dozen one.
Uh-huh.
So Pete comes in and we go to Costco because we have a Costco and a Sam's and a BJ's here, and you buy in bulk. It's a big warehouse. I don't know if you guys have that in Texas. So he gets milk there. It's like 4 and change, and he'll go and get our detergent, toilet paper, blah, blah, blah. So he gives me the receipt and he says to me, how much did you really want these eggs? And I'm like, well, I'm making chocolate chip cookies this week. And I said, plus we have it for breakfast and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, $16 for eggs. So I said to him, you better build a coop.
Yeah. It was like $6 and something cents for a dozen now.
Yeah.
And I think it was HEB, the kind I get. And it used to be 4 something. That's crazy. Things are just jumping.
Mm-hmm. Now, I would say the majority of the people have eggs, bread, milk, butter in their house. They're usually the essentials. And you imagine, even like you said, $4 for a dozen. And imagine if you have children. Now you're going to be having, spending time with your son, and he's a teenager. He's going to be eating pretty good.
Yeah. Hold on a second. No judgment here with Tish Ross is saying, have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night, Tish.
Have a great day tomorrow. All right. Thank you, Tish, for coming in. Love you. Tell Mike I said hello, Pooch.
Heather, your brother has
Love you
chickens.
too.
Bless his heart. I'll tell you honestly, I'm seriously thinking about getting chickens. But we're not allowed to have roosters here in our area.
See, I was thinking of just starting off with chickens and then maybe do goats, and that's it. Because I'm not going to I really wanted to do like miniature cows, but I can't do that in this terrain, the rocky terrain, the hills and stuff like that, being the hill country. So goats would be the best thing for it. And
Now, what would you what do you get from the goats? If and I apologize, I don't.
plain meat, and then you can still get your milk.
Oh, okay, goat milk. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Mhm. Uh-oh. We
See, I've
lost.
never had. Oh, we lost Kev.
What happened, Kev? Don't leave me hanging.
Well, actually, like I was saying before, when you were going to the restroom,
I
I'm
heard you. You
giving
had
a couple of
maybe
seconds
taken. Yeah.
only because I got to take Pep out with on his leash. So, but I figured I'd pop up and say hey.
Well, always a pleasure to have you
Well,
pop
and
up
I
and say hey.
appreciate that. I told you I'd be up one of the. It's just you get the days that have been crazy, or you're on the go all the time and you just don't feel like. And then there's days when you have 5 minutes. There he is.
I'm no longer going live on Sundays though, which you know that.
I did want to ask. I mean, you did have a good live on Sunday the other night. That was me personally. What I
I thought it was good too.
Yeah.
Really.
I just noticed it seems like the last hour to maybe 30 minutes to an hour, that's when it starts kind of, everybody gets quiet because you finished up pretty much everything you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody gets a little bit quiet and they start doing their thing, or whatever. So I wouldn't do 4 hours. I mean,
I'm not doing that no more. No.
yeah.
I
But
did do that. What did I do Sunday? I know it went over 2 hours.
it was 4 hours.
Okay. Well, it was all good, I think, the whole time.
See, I didn't see the ending of it because I had to leave. So, but I tell you, you had a great panel.
It was fun.
Everybody coming up.
I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm gonna just stick with Tuesdays and Fridays, but I'm only gonna do 2 hours max.
Okay.
Just keep it short. And if people can't make it in time, then so be it. I mean, at least say hi. Like, just leave a comment. You ain't gotta watch it. Just like, hello.
All they need to do is hit the subscribe button and they can hit the notification.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about like people that have already been subscribed. Just say hi or whatever,
Mm-hmm. Pop in and say hi. Well, on that note, I thank you both for having me up on panel. I appreciate it.
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
take care of my two fur babies. You make sure you give head rubs and belly rub or head scratches and belly rubs to my boy Jackie boy. Okay. Look at that. See, I tell you, I do. I Pepsi might get a little jealous though. I have to be careful what I say around him because I'm the mama. But I'll tell. I was always a kitty cat person for many years till I got Mila, and once I got her, and now I got Pepsi. I can't see my life without. Oh dear, hello, precious. I only get to see you on guest appearances.
Like, what is going on here?
I will say, I do like the idea of doing, like animals, videos and stuff like that. That's why I like TikTok, because you take a video, you put some music to the background of it,
Yeah.
and, you set it and forget it. That's how I think of it.
But eventually, like, if you were to do that with your channel and stuff, and you won't be able to monetize because of the music,
Right?
Unless you get like like go through.
I go through Bin Sound or YouTube audio library.
I use Epidemic Sound.
Now, do you have to pay for them, or are they all free?
YouTube Music or whatever is free.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go through like Epidemic Sound or what you use, probably right, Kevin, you pay.
Bin Sound. Well, Bin Sound, I got some of their pre-downloads, but what they require you to do is to
copy and paste the link
yeah,
or the whatever about it. Disclaimer.
See, it's the editing. That's where I'm that I don't really understand about editing.
Epidemic Sound is $15 a month.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, and especially like for a long time, and I was still paying $15 a month when I wasn't doing YouTube for like 8 months.
That was very nice to pay them.
Oh, yes.
There you go. Well, see, now hopefully you'll be using them. You'll be doing. I don't understand though. I notice a lot of creators now are doing. Is it mandatory? You have to do the shorts now.
No, you don't
Because
have
I
to.
see a lot of creators doing them.
No, it's they're going to be monetizing shorts and stuff. I got a thing where it said they'll be monetizing the shorts in February or something,
Right.
whatever date.
Oh,
So
that's pretty cool. And how long can you do it? How long does the short have to be? Like, is it
50
the max is a minute.
okay? So it's kind of it puts me in mind of like TikTok, because like right now, because I'm still in the beginning stages, like I can't do live streams or stuff like that. Um, you get 1 minute, 3 minutes, and you work up to it. And right now I'm up to
Thank you, Heather.
and so like I said, I do Pepsi and Mila on there, but that's mainly for family and friends. That's why, it's the same thing with Facebook. But I do understand you can make a lot of money on YouTube. I will tell you, I've met a couple of creators. I will tell you, their year's salary, some people, they can make in a month on YouTube.
Right.
And it was like, wow,
Yeah.
But
you got to know what you're doing. I mean, and then some people are just blessed that way.
You want to know something? To me, when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And that's for everybody. Some people, they don't follow the rules, right? Or they don't do the right thing. And they step on other creators. And I can speak as a moderator, and I've seen this done. And I don't appreciate that. These are not the type of people that I like to be around. I've noticed in the community that you have me in now, I have met the most nicest people and wholesome people. And these are the types of family members that I love being around. They're not yucky. And I've also noticed too, a lot of the people are watching their language now on YouTube. They're not using the cuss words. That's a big thing now because they're demonizing it.
I'm trying to think of this one guy, and he does his stuff, and the guy's a botanist, and he's describing West Texas vegetation. But this guy's mouth is just a filthy mouth the whole time he's cussing. And I said, well, you got a good channel and good stuff going on, but can't control your language.
Well, I understand if they're doing it for older crowds, and people have the same similar likes, and that's what intrigues you to a channel. You find something you have in common with them. But sometimes they go off the rails. I said with the cursing the whole time, or they talk nasty about people or whatever it is. And that to me, that's not my personality. I don't like that with people. But when you, like, I noticed with the homestead stuff, I am learning so much, like about canning, people's properties, about farming and all. I will tell you honestly, I've learned so much. But like with you guys, you have with the hiking. I really think that is awesome for somebody who's just starting out hiking. Because listen, I have watched people go in a pair of sneakers.
I went in my boots.
Tank top, no bug spray, right? A little bottle of water, and their sunglasses. That's how we go hiking. No.
I'm not your. I don't know. I was wearing jeans. And I was wearing my cowboy boots. I mean, like my work boots, whatever, instead of my hiking shoes that I have.
Okay.
I just didn't take them. And I didn't bring my actual hiking pack with me.
I had a long sleeve shirt, jeans. I was with my hiking shoe, and I did carry my backpack with the camelback in it.
Okay. Now, did you have extra supply for Jackie Boy also?
Yes, I had water for him. I also actually keep children's Benadryl in my backpack for him.
Yep.
Just in case there's a scorpion sting. Other preventatives I have, he gets a biannual vaccination for rattlesnakes.
Now, somebody told me they actually have a class. I want to say in Arizona. I want to say it's in Arizona. I don't know why, but I'll find out and I'll let you guys know that you can actually take your animals to go and be introduced to a rattlesnake. And this guy will teach your dog with you there not to go near it, from the smell, because, animals are curious, and to have them walk away. And I actually, to fly out there, I would love to have Pepsi and Mila, because we do have rattlesnakes. I have copperheads. Naturally, we have the gardener snakes, we have the water moccasins, and we have the black rat snakes. And the ones who are the most aggressive, especially at Girl Scout camp, is the black rat snakes. They are the nastiest. They will come down from a tree and hang, and they literally strike at you because you're in their territory. The rattlesnake, they wiggle their little tail, rattle, whatever. Copperheads, they'll hang out. Unless you really go near them and threaten them, they won't bother you. The moccasins, we've been out on the lake a couple of times in the canoes and the kayaks, and they really don't bother anybody, because I guess the vibration from the kids' voices. That's one of the things I've noticed. But when it's quiet, you can see them in the water. And I can't bring the dogs there.
The most common snake bite in the state of Texas is the western diamondback.
I would. When you said scorpion, I that took me back a little bit.
Yeah, we have around here the striped bark scorpion, and it has a painful sting, but the venom is not deadly.
Okay.
If you're not allergic to it. But all dogs have an allergy to arachnids, spiders or scorpions. And when he did get stung, he was just there coughing.
Oh.
And we were like, oh no, what's going on? I know he's having a reaction. We got him to emergency vet clinic, and they said,
right.
He more than likely a scorpion sting. But they gave him some medicine and some stuff, control the cough, and then little shot of antibiotic and some pain meds, and he was okay after that.
Somebody was just telling me about in Florida, when you go to visit, and especially near marsh areas and the wetlands, they have these toads or frogs, and they're not toads, they're frogs. And that if a dog or a cat goes near them and they bite into it, it's actually poisonous for the animals. And these frogs come out, when the rain or whatever, and they're in your yard, and the people have to go out at dusk with their flashlights and look in their lawns. So if they want to let the dogs go out to go potty, to make sure that the animals don't touch these frogs. And now I will say this, I don't do snakes. That is one thing you will see that hands down, I don't do snakes. I see them at Girl Scout camp. I've had 2 on my property, and I told Pete to sell the house. And they were gardener snakes. I know you guys would laugh at me, but I'm not. And one was a baby gardener, and the other one was a full-size one. And Pepsi had it in its mouth. Scared the bejesus out of me. And I had to call my neighbors, and I'm like, get this thing off my property. And I did. I told Pete to sell the house. That's it. I'm done. So I can't even imagine what it would be like if, being there with the rattlesnakes with you guys. Oh, no. Now, these scorpions, they don't come in your house, do they?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no.
I had one. I was watching TV the other day, and I heard just a little by the door, and there's one in the corner that fell down. And it was trying to make its way out my door and hiding in the darkness, flat. And I waited a little bit. I was like, I wonder if that guy made it out or if he's still there. So I moved my little rug that I have in here. Nope, he was there. I ended up killing him.
Now,
I hate
how do
killing them, but
they-
they are. I mean, they shouldn't be in the house.
wait. Do they come in when you're coming in, or do you leave your door open or window
No.
open?
They just know. I don't know. They can.
They can squeeze through very small openings.
of
So
any
like
kind, yeah.
vents, air conditioners, and stuff like that.
Yeah. But a scorpion in my house wouldn't last long with the cap.
I could. My kitty cats were like that with the spiders because we get the big wolf
Well,
spiders.
speaking of it,
Yep.
with the scorpion,
We have those too.
it was last year, right? Last year, yeah. Well, 2022, and I got up in the morning. I normally actually tip over my boots and hit them every morning. It's a habit now.
Mhm.
But I remember putting on my left boot, putting on my right boot, and I stood up. And
Oh,
I
no.
felt something in my boot.
Oh no.
Like, that's weird. So I pulled my boot off, tipped it upside down, and a scorpion fell out. And luckily, somehow it did not sting me because it was still alive, but it was dying because I smashed it whenever I stood up in my boot. And I'm like, holy crap. I got to pay
See-
attention more still. Like,
See,
feed it every
every
morning.
every
something
state
bad.
has different critters. But that's a good habit, though. To get in, you have to.
I do. I always just keep an eye. I always look around. The first time was when I first moved here in 2021, and I was sweeping my floor before I had a vacuum, and I was sweeping it in the kitchen, and I all of a sudden I get underneath my cabinet, and then all of a sudden I bring it out, and then I see a little. I'm like, what the hell? Oh no, that's a scorpion! I turned my broom upside down. On the first go, on the first try, I smashed that sucker with the handle.
See, now with our snakes here, we can't do anything to our snakes because they're endangered here. We're not allowed to hurt them or
There's
anything.
it looks like a baby rattler that I found near our AC unit at work inside.
Oh no.
And then those centipedes, the ones that are like that long.
Right.
Yeah, they have a nasty sting.
Yeah, I hear they could do some damage to you, like even if you're allergic to it or something too, right?
Yeah.
See now.
The
They can kill you.
rattlesnakes here, there's only one, and it's protected by the state.
Mhm.
The timber rattlesnake.
Yes.
But all snakes and spiders and that in the state parks are completely protected.
Hmm.
And at Los Maples, it was over a year ago, came across the Texas brown tarantula.
See, I was looking for all kinds of stuff, but it has been cooler, right? So
Yeah, and probably less people.
Now, do you have a lot of like insects, like bugs, like in the summertime? I mean, naturally mosquitoes and flies and stuff like that. Is
Oh
there-
yeah, because a lot of times our winters are not cold enough to kill them.
Right.
Yep.
So
Our bugs down here are bigger.
yeah, so we have all sorts of insects here.
Well, like you, I carry the Benadryl in my. I was telling Justin on the last live stream that I actually packed a bag for the dogs when I take them hiking. I have not only my stuff, I have a go bag for them, and I'm actually purchasing right now. It's called an airlift harness. Another creator that has two German shepherds actually was showing it on his videos, and I fell in love with it because, I mean, for me to try and carry 100-pound German Shepherd, that's going to be hard. Or when you're hiking, and there's a harness that you can wear in the front, and you can have one for the back, and they're about $85 to $100. And the one I seen was $85, and I'm actually going to purchase 2 of them. So this way I have one for Mila and I have one for Pepsi, because, you never know when you're out hiking, you never know if something's going to happen. And I'm like you, Justin, when I go hiking, I take a lot of stuff with me. I do. And the only thing I did find is when I have my backpack on, I put like a bungee cord going across the chest area, and it brings it in tighter. It takes off some of the weight off my shoulders and off my back.
How my backpack is, it has that as part of the harness, where it goes across your chest and you snap it.
That was one thing when I went and I first purchased it. I really didn't know much about backpacks. And also too, like this morning, waiting to have Pepsi go in to the vets. Now it was 28 degrees here this morning. And you don't want to leave your car running all the time, because naturally you get the carbon monoxide smell, right?
Yep.
So I had the car on for a little bit, had the heat going, and then
smell, because you can't smell carbon monoxide.
Exactly. But you get fumes.
I know what you're saying.
But I realized I didn't have a sleeping bag in my car, because I'll tell you, it got cold in my car, and I had, a jacket on, I had sweatpants on, I had like Ugg boots on, but I said,
you Uggs, you like,
well, but they were a gift. I didn't buy them. Somebody gave them to me as a gift, and I'll tell you, they make nice slippers.
I was gonna say, as long as I keep your feet warm.
That's it. I mean, and I'm very appreciative. They were very nice to give them to me as a gift. I'm like, okay, whatever. Would I buy them for myself? No, I wouldn't. I'll be honest with you. I could think of a lot of other things. Oh, that's nice, Kev.
Eventually, I'd like to find a dog that's going to work for me when I depend on like the property that I have, and be nice to have a hiking partner. But then, do I get 2 dogs or just one? I don't want the one getting lonely when I'm busy at work or whatever.
My personal opinion, I had one with Mila, and it was great because you get that bond right in the beginning. And then having the second one, for me now, I will always get 2 dogs. That's for me. But it depends on what your finances are too, and also timing.
Hey, I gotta cut it short. I got a call I gotta make.
Well, you have a good night, Kev. I'm leaving also, so I've been saying that now for the last 20 minutes. So I'm actually
okay. Well, good night.
Good night, everybody.
Kev. We'll see you later.
Bye.
All right, Cowboy. I'm gonna say good night, only because I'm gonna go walk Mr. Pepsi. But thank you for having me up on panel.
Thanks for coming up.
You take care, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, you too.
All right, have a good night, everybody in chat. I'll see you soon. Bye.
All right, guys. And actually, it kind of worked out. Now I can go watch 1923 and chill out. So that's cool. Thank you. Thank you for all my guests and everyone that came up on panel. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Hope you enjoyed this live. My video of hiking at Los Maples in Texas with Hiking with Jackie Boy, the first collaboration, first meetup, my video comes out tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, whatever, but Central. So be looking forward to that at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And Hiking with Jackie Boy's video has already been out, so check that out as well. He did a really good job, I thought. But again, thanks again for everybody that's here. Thank you, Heather, for sticking around, being here most of the time, hanging out and listening and chatting. And Scout, again, thank you. Brian, the Vineyard Farmhouse, thanks for popping in here for a little while. And Jackie Boy, Hiking with Jackie Boy, awesome. Awesome, dude. Awesome, dude. Everyone that's came in tonight, thank you. I do appreciate it. I love y'all very much. You guys are awesome. And y'all just make me want to keep doing this YouTube thing. You know what I mean? All right. But I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go now. And I'm going to get to watching 1923 that I missed on Sunday. And I think there should be another episode that came out Sunday. So I should be able to watch it. Okay. On Paramount Plus. But anyways, thanks again, guys, for being here. Hope y'all have a wonderful night. And I will see y'all on the next live Friday. 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. Live Friday, 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't ever remember which it is. I say Central and Central Standard Time. All right. Love y'all. See y'all later, guys. Bye.